What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Isaiah with Curls. My name is Isaiah and I have curly hair. And in today's special video, I'm going to be going over my natural curly hair journey. Just kind of over like the past 2 to 3 years. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll just kind of see what I feel like doing. But we also have a special sponsor, and I'm going to be going over that here in just a second. So before we get into this video, if you would please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications, it would be so greatly appreciated. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, you guys, so before we get into today's video, I'm going to be talking about a great promotion of my lovely friend Amina. She has a company where she makes lip glosses, bracelets, necklaces, along a lot of those lines, and her stuff is really just beautiful. As a, I guess, preview of what she sells, she sent me these. Well, she didn't send it to me. She gave them to me yesterday, but as you can see, they really are beautiful. There are 2 that are the iris bracelets. One of them's kind of not turned the right way. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to look better. Well, I don't know if that really worked, but you can see there's a dark blue one and there is a light blue one, and then she has the, I believe you pronounce it crockish. If I'm pronouncing it right, I sincerely apologize. If I pronounce it right, I will put like a little tag of how you're actually supposed to pronounce it. But her stuff really is just beautiful, and her prices are pretty much unbeatable. It's a Black-owned company. You guys go support your Black-owned businesses, companies, all that stuff. I will leave her Instagram and her shop online down below, and you guys can just go tear that up and basically just, you know, show her the love, show her all the love that you guys show my channel. So yeah, go down below, go look at her stuff. Her stuff's really beautiful. She just released a whole bunch of new stuff for Valentine's Day as well. So yeah, that's her plug, and yeah, go look it up. Alright, you guys, so starting off with picture number 1, I am using an old phone to do this, so if I'm looking down, that's why. So the first picture, this was towards the end of, I think, my 7th grade year, and as you can see, my hair has some definition, but it's very frizzy. There are some, like, I guess you would call straight pieces in there, and it could be more defined, but really just isn't. And so things I probably could have worked on was, you know, definition, and then just working on a frizz as well. But I mean, at that point in time, I knew nothing. I think I didn't even use conditioner in the shower. I think I shampooed almost every time I got in the shower, and that was once or twice. Not once or twice. No, wait. Every other day, maybe. And yeah, so clearly there was no hydration, no health to that. Second picture was like right at the end of school. I had just gotten a haircut. The picture before, my sides were not cut yet, but now my hair was cut, and I was really feeling this cut. Like, I was like, man, this looks really good. And I feel like my curl pattern was way different back then. Like, it was way more loose than it is now. I feel like now it's really tightened up, because I used to have really ringlet curls. I thought they were really big spirals from like the age of, like, I guess you could say 6 to probably like 11, 12, and then they started getting really tight like they are now. So this picture, I don't really mind it. I like the curls. I like the look of it. It didn't look bad to me. It looked really clean. So yeah, next picture. This was middle of summer, maybe June, late June. You can't really see the hair, but I don't mind it again. The curls are really curly, I feel like, and it looked like it was a little wet. Maybe I just got out of the shower. But yeah, mid 2018, didn't look half bad. Now, this is when things are really crazy. So July came, my hair got long again, so I went to get it cut. Long story short, I came out with short hair. Like, I don't think I'd ever had my hair this short before. The size, the top, my hair has always been, at least you could say, like, that long. It's never been, yeah. So and it looked so bad to me because it came up so far onto my head, so it just made everything look so much bigger. And I remember that day, I cried. It was a mess. It was not good. So I just came back from camp, and We went to this place called Guthrie Green, and so yeah, I took this picture, and so I was clearly upset. I was ready for it to grow back really quick, but obviously it didn't happen. Next picture, this was at another place called The Gathering Place. My hair was not defined at all. It looked pretty straight to me. There wasn't really any curl definition just because I think it was so short. I really didn't have anything going there. And again, knew nothing about curly hair. I don't even think I was shampooing or conditioning at this point. I don't think I started conditioning till last year, baby. Like really conditioning till like last year. But it was growing again. Nothing really to say about it. It was short. I didn't like it. As you can see, my look on this face, or the look on my face in this picture. Next picture. So it grew out some more, and I went in for a different cut, but I came with the box. Clearly, the haircuts were an issue for me because my thing was I don't want to speak up and, you know, tell my barber I don't like the cut because I have felt like, oh, I'm just gonna go with it, you know. I don't want to make him feel bad. But that's the thing, guys. Always speak up to who's cutting your hair because they'll go back and fix it. You just have to ask them. So I had a box cut here. This picture made it look really good. I didn't like it because I never do really like box cuts. My head is really rounded, so this is like the sideways views that look good, but like from the front, it was like, yeah, you know. Next picture, man, when was this? This was, I think, January of 2019. So my hair grew out from the box pretty much, and I was happy about that. As you can see, like the sides are kind of coming in now with those little curls right there. But definition wasn't really there still. Was still really frizzy, but the curls had kind of jumped back into their curl formation. Could still really see my forehead, and I think I had just gotten a haircut too, so things weren't bad, just didn't know how to condition or get definition, all those things. Next we have this picture. This was maybe February, March. Well, I had short sleeves on, so well, I don't know, I had short sleeves on a lot during this time, but kind of looks the same. The picture was so dark there wasn't a lot of definition, but not that I can see any of it, but didn't look bad. Definitely could have worked on conditioning. That's just a clear point in all this. So it's conditioning and definition. I don't even think I put anything in my hair. Well, at one point, I do have to say, I was conditioning, but it wasn't consistent. But at one point, I think one time I left conditioner in my hair all night, and I woke up and I was amazed at how curly it was and how good it looked. But I stopped doing that because I don't like sleeping in wet hair. Just because, so I think that's why I stopped doing that, and I just let it go. Next picture. This was definitely end of March, early April, because that's when I got my dog. And again, no definition. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue on. This was right before school ended, and as you can see, look at that frizz. So this was a year after the first picture. So the first picture I ever showed you guys, it was an exact year because I wanted to recreate the picture. This was a I guess a reference to the old one, but as you can see, my curl texture and my pattern, I guess, just doesn't look the same. It's not as like free flowing as you could say. It just seemed really tight and really just kind of dead hair. Yeah, so next picture, this is a huge jump. So we ended school there, and we're in the middle of July now. No, middle to end of July. I was at camp. My hair was a different color, as you can see. So at this point, we're not conditioning, we are not taking care of our hair, and we've caused color damage. So we have chemical, physical, and mechanical damage, all three. There's breakage, we have frizzy hair. I can say at this point I was conditioning, but I wasn't using the right conditioner. So I was using the Cantu leave-in conditioner in the shower, because I don't even know, guys. I don't even know why, but that's what I was doing. But I can't say the hairstyle was nice. I enjoyed that hairstyle. The sides were shaved. The top wasn't super long. It was probably like that long, maybe, but I liked it at the time. I look back on it now and I cringe on it for sure. If I'm rubbing my eyes again, guys, today my eyes are just burning from lotion. So going on to the next picture, this is like same kind of camp picture, the end of camp actually, and I did my hair the day before, but I didn't do anything the next day because I thought it looked good. And you can just kind of see like the length of it. It's just, you know. This was about a month later after school started, I think. We had Labor Day weekend? I don't know what the difference is. It's Memorial and the Labor Day, they kind of like go together, and I get confused on when they are. But I was at the pool, and I wanted to show you guys my hair wet. I wanted to get like a wet picture during this time period because my hair had obviously gone through a severe change. My curls were a lot looser during this time period, as you could really tell. They didn't really have a lot of frizz in this picture, but you can just kind of tell there was a looser look to them. And then we started school here. This was like September maybe, and the amount of frizz on my hair, you guys. First of all, the color blended in with my head. Second of all, just the frizz just gets me. And clearly was not putting anything in my hair. It just kind of looked like the same length for a good consistent 4 months, and that's kind of sad. Like nowadays I see growth. Like I'm like, oh wow, me compared 4 months ago, I'm like, man, it's really growing. But back then I didn't see anything. This is another picture of my hair wet after the shower. Now I didn't even put anything after the shower. I put nothing. There was no leave-in conditioners, no gel. I just let it dry, and that's why it looks so dry. I mean, it just no. And I obviously don't look super happy with the hair. I thought I was doing really good. I was like, man, I have this new colored hair. I mean, I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't want to admit I had an issue. Next picture, again, I thought I was thriving with the hairstyle. I mean, there was so much visible frizz and damage and loose curls. I don't know what I was thinking by then. I mean, clearly I was in denial. That's a visible point. I was in denial. I didn't want to admit I had a hair issue. And this was right before the life-changing, I would call it life-changing. It was a big deal for me, the life-changing event that I did. I think this next picture was right before that. So I was in the car, took a picture. It was really frizzy. Didn't look super, I mean, none of these pictures look super good, but it looked okay, I guess, during the day. But this picture, I believe, was after, either before, like a few days before or right after. I think it happened was, so what happened was I didn't want the hair color I had anymore, so I wanted to go darker. When I went to the store to get some box dye, don't ever use box dye on your curly hair unless you just want to, you know. But what I did was I dyed it black because they were out of the dark brown I wanted, and it was too dark. It was too noticeable. Mind you, I'm doing this without my mom knowing any of it. And so I'm dyeing it, you know, it's good, whatever. And I got out of the shower. It is visibly ink black. And I show my sister, and she's like, so I have it wrapped up in some towel, trying to hide it from my mom until I go to bed. And so it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, I gotta fix this. So I look up how to get black box dye out of your hair. And this video says use Head and Shoulders, calcium. I'm like, I don't have that. What else can we use? So I get baking soda in hydrogen peroxide, mix it up in like 12 o'clock at night, put it in my hair. It says leave it in for 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, great. So I look at it at like 25 minutes. I'm like, okay, the color's out. It's good. I fall asleep. I wake up and I am shaken. I am like, oh no, I've left it in my hair all night, and I knew. So I wash it out. I go to the mirror, and my hair is pin straight. There's no curl. There's no wave. It is pin straight. And I'm like, I'm ruined, because for me, my hair was such a defining thing, a visibly defining thing. People notice me for my hair, which I mean really is not something people should notice you for, unless, well, I mean, they can notice you for having good hair, but you shouldn't rely solely on one aspect of yourself. So I'm crying to my friends, and they're like, it's fine, you can fix it. I'm like, you don't know, and you don't understand. You can't just revert permanent straightening on your hair. Like, it didn't permanently straighten it, but it died. It killed any life I had left in it. So I go to school. My friend gives me this curl set that kind of helps or whatever, but it would be straight, and it would get kind of curly, but it never really reverted back. It was always straight after I washed it, you know. So this next picture was December 4th, maybe December 5th of 2019, and you could just tell that the color after the whole bleaching, because what that hydrogen peroxide and baking soda did was not only got rid of the black, but bleached my hair. So I had like black in here. I remember so clearly, there was like some really dark brown, black in here. There was almost blonde, like I don't even know how I almost had blonde in here. And like the front was this orangey tone, yellowy tone that matched my skin tone. So it looked so bad, and yeah. And so I had these sides, because I hadn't cut my hair in about 5 months as I was switching barbers, and the sides were growing out, and so there was some black all to the back. Yeah. Next picture was about 5 days before I got it cut. Again, there was no conditioner. I think at this point I was shampooing again with like this OJX, conditioning shampoo. I was like, ooh, no sulfates in it, killing every ounce of life. No turning back. Next picture. We made a huge jump here. January 1st or 2nd of 2020. Curls are gone. The dead curls are gone. Well, half of it. I got a little bit cut off because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go bald. When I first had the whole straightening thing, I was like, we're going to shave it off tonight. My mom was like, no. Because she knew that I would not look bald. I mean, I already know. I was such in a desperate place where I knew there was no saving what I already had. I was ready to shave it off. And I was okay with that, but she saved me, thank God. Her and my friends were like, hey, listen, we can work with this, we can try to figure something out. But anyway, so this was the haircut I got. I got like a mullet thing, like a mohawk, because I wanted to like grow it out, kind of like what I have now, just without the sides. So it would have looked like this when it had grown out, but this looks better now. It just looks way more healthy. I had a good picture, but I seem to have misplaced it, so we're just gonna use this. But yeah, as you can see, visibly shorter. You can already see some curls redefining themselves, because I think this is when I really started doing the first curl regimen that I had came up with early 2020. Next picture, this is a good big jump here. This is this is late February, early March, I think, right before quarantine. My last debate tournament. And at this point, I had adopted a curl regimen. I was using conditioner, guys. I wasn't shampooing. But I would, again, take the leave-in conditioner every morning. I would wet my hair. I would take the leave-in conditioner and kind of go through my hair like this, comb it out, and then I wouldn't leave hardly any leave-in conditioner in my hair just to kind of curl those curls back up. So there was some frizz, but it looked okay to me. Like, it wasn't unbearable. And I honestly think, for what I knew back then, I gave myself props. It looked really good. I enjoyed the cut. I think by this point I had cut off the mohawk, because I was like, anyway, next picture. Okay, huge try jump. This is May now. The picture does it all. I had just got a fresh cut. I had now started to kind of grow the sides out, or not the sides, but like the top of the sides, and so it was kind of hanging over. I cut off more of the top, so I just had ends, or brown ends, and like the really dark black brown roots. It looked amazing. The picture again says it all. The curls were defined. I can visibly say for one time there was not a lot of visible frizz. I was still doing the every morning routine where I would get up, comb out my hair, and put conditioner in it. But I wasn't using leave-in anymore. I was actually using conditioner every morning. And then I would put a tiny amount of leave-in conditioner after I got out and dried my hair. Because at this point, I was learning some things. I was like, oh, this can really help my hair look good. So, yeah, next picture. Okay, this is a visible time jump here. This was maybe... What's this? Oh, this was August. Okay, this is like beginning of August. I think like August 10th, maybe, before school started. School started August 24th, but... it looked okay. I was still doing the same thing. I did the same thing for a long time. But, I think now... my curls had gotten so used to that, they were like, oh, we're not going to respond to it anymore, which can happen, as you can see here, but, yeah, so next picture, this was, maybe September, And the curls began to become more undefined as time went on. They weren't responding again. I was putting visibly more leave-in conditioner. I think I even tried with the glue, or not glue. I tried with gel, and I think I stopped doing it because I was like, I don't really think this is working. So yeah, next picture though. This was of my. I don't know what time period it was. It was sometime from September to like October-ish, November. No, it was maybe, let's say that these were all September, early October. Curls that began to become more defined. I think I was at this point using gel. I was using Eco Styler, not the monkey gel that I don't suggest you use. And I was actually leaving in conditioner, and I was still doing it every day, but I began to use cold water instead of hot water because I knew that now. It's like, hey, hot water isn't the best for your hair in the mornings. And it was coming out okay. I think I was also twisting my hair at the end of the day when it became more undefined to kind of save the curls. No, I wasn't using any kind of putting up in the buns technique. I was just going to bed and doing it all over again because I didn't really know how to save them. Same with this next picture. I had the crunchy look going, and I did not like the crunchy look because at the end of the day, when no one saw you anymore, they would become soft. In the mornings, you had this wet, sloppy hair that just looked crunchy midday, and I was like, yeah. Next picture, this was maybe October. Yeah, let's just assume these are all October, early November. But this one looked really good. It had more of the soft curl look I'm talking about. I still had those blonde ends, I believe, and I liked it. I think it looks good. Next picture though. Again, this was another picture. I was really obsessed with the butterfly filter on Snapchat, clearly, but I really enjoyed the blonde ends. The ends were more blonde now because I'd been in the sun so much during the summer, so they weren't as brown. They were more like a blonde, and I really liked the tone of it. I shouldn't have cut them off, but I did. Next picture. This is a really good picture. I would probably still use this picture today, but I just had better pictures now. I was in the sun, and so they just looked really good. They were more defined. It was more towards the end of the day. I remember this picture, so yeah. Now this was, I think, the turning point, because this was my hair out of the shower, and I had now, I believe, cut off the brown, and it just didn't look very good. I don't think I even put anything in my hair after this time besides leave-in conditioner. And so I think I began to realize I need to switch something up and just figure out how to do something. So now we're at the defining moment where I realized, or I figured out my now-a-day curly hair routine. This is my hair, I think, day 2. And didn't look half bad. There was some frizz, but I figured out the frizz after this. So yeah, didn't look half bad. Next picture. Okay, this is my hair wet after the routine. Looks amazing. I mean, this picture compared to day 1, I mean, come on. Amazing, amazing. Kind of same as the last picture. It looks really good, really defined. There was some frizz on the sides, or to the right side, as you can see right there. Other than that, I mean, it looks really good to me. Sunlight was amazing, had the sun-kissed skin, all that. This is when I got my braces off. So this was December 13th, and this was 3-day hair, actually. 3 or 4-day hair. I let my hair go for a long time during this period. And not much visible frizz. Curls were still really defined. I mean, elongated. I love this day and this look. I'm glad that they look good on this day, because if they didn't, I would have been like... Next day, this was a thumbnail, I believe. This is probably like day 3 hair. Looks really good. Next picture. I'm just kind of skipping. A lot of these look the same now. But this was an after shower look. I think I was missing a product here because they look really just like weighed down. Like I put extra product to compensate for something else. There was, again, some more visible frizz right there at the top. But you know, that happens. The curls don't always respond as they normally do. This was a more recent picture. I really like the sun-kissed look. As you can see, my curls have gotten visibly longer from like when I first started doing the routine versus now, because the oils I'm using are just like making grow and just they're really responding now. And this was a more recent picture, maybe like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know when, but they look really good here. No, this was really recent. This was beginning of January, maybe? Yeah, but anyway, they look really good here. They're really elongated. I enjoy this look, how there is not really any visible frizz. Yeah. This next picture, I really like it. It looks like my sides just got shaved up, but they weren't because of the hoodie. But I think this looks really good. They were really popping this day. There was some mess going on in the back right there. I don't know what that was from though. Anyway, next picture. Okay, this was last week, I believe. But curls again look really good. No visible issues. I think they look really good. And this next picture is the picture I took from today during class. I didn't do my curl routine. I just kind of refreshed them with some water. So this is like, I did my hair on Thursday, and I haven't refreshed them since. Or I refreshed them once. So I think tomorrow I'm going to wash them. So I will have gone a full week now with not touching my curls, just adding refreshing stuff. So yeah, this picture, my last picture versus day one picture, visible transition. Okay, so there's no more color in my hair. If you want to do a bit of like a link check here, my hair is down to here, no damage. All the damage is cut off now, I'm pretty sure. There is one piece I can still see the blonde ends, but it's not damaged. Like, it's like the right end of like the root when I did bleach it. But I mean, other than that, that is pretty much today's hair. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. It is, again, so greatly appreciated. And again, KAMINABAE.com, link down below, and her Insta link down below. Go like her up. Go support her. Again, Black-owned company. You guys, come on. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.